Asterisk, asterisk, it's time to close the chapter and start a new one, asterisk, asterisk. There comes a time in all of our lives when we have to stop rereading the same old pages that have kept us stuck in the same place for far too long. Some people get so comfortable holding on to what was that they miss the blessing of what could be. They cling to old disappointments, past mistakes, failed relationships, broken dreams, and yesterday's pain as if those things define who they are today. But you've got to remind yourself that you have the power to turn the page. You've got to look in the mirror and say to yourself, asterisk, I deserve a new chapter. Asterisk, the past is not your prison. It was a lesson, not a life sentence. If you keep staring at that closed door, you'll never see the one that's wide open waiting for you to walk through it. You see, sometimes we get addicted to our own story. We keep telling the same tale of hurt, betrayal, failure, and loss until it becomes the soundtrack of our lives. But the truth is, you can't drive forward while staring in the rear-view mirror. You can't heal while picking at the same old wounds. You can't create your tomorrow if you're dragging yesterday with you everywhere you go. There is more ahead of you than there is behind you. There is more life, more hope, more love, more opportunities waiting on the other side of your decision to close this chapter. No one else can do it for you. No one else can choose to grow for you. No one else can write this new story for you. It starts with you deciding that enough is enough, that you're tired of feeling stuck in the same cycle, that you're ready to become the person you were meant to be. The pen is in your hand. Letting go of the past is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most necessary if you truly want to move forward. Too many people stay chained to moments that no longer exist, punishing themselves over and over for choices they made when they didn't know better, when they didn't have the tools or the strength, or the wisdom they have now. It's easy to look back with clearer eyes and beat yourself up for mistakes that you can't go back and fix. But you have to remind yourself that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. You've carried that burden long enough, replaying those same scenes in your mind like a broken record, whispering doubts into your heart every time you try to believe you deserve more. But you do deserve more. You deserve freedom from the guilt, from the shame, from the regret that tries to pull you under every time you take a step toward your future. The truth is, you're not that same person anymore. You've grown through what you've gone through. You've learned hard lessons that shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, more compassionate than you were before. It's time to forgive yourself for what you didn't know then. It's time to take that heavy load off your shoulders and decide that you're not going to keep dragging it into every new opportunity, every new relationship, every new dream you dare to hold close to your heart. When you release the past, you create space for something better to enter your life. You make room for new blessings to find you. You open the door for fresh hope, for genuine peace, for the kind of freedom that comes when you're no longer defined by who you used to be or what you used to do. Change is one of the most frightening yet powerful forces we will ever encounter. Most people run from change because it disrupts their comfort, shakes up their routines, and demands that they stretch into something unfamiliar. But if you truly want to step into the next level of your life, you must learn to embrace change like an old friend who's come to take you higher. Every great story of transformation begins with a moment when someone decided to stop resisting and start adapting. Change is not your enemy. It's the doorway to your growth, your expansion, your freedom from the ordinary that's been holding you hostage for far too long. Think about a seed buried in the ground. It has to break apart to become what it was designed to be. It can't stay the same and still grow into a tree. The same goes for you. You can't cling to who you were yesterday and expect to become who you were born to be tomorrow. Sometimes life will push you, pull you, even break you in places you never expected, not to destroy you, but to build you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone ready for the blessings that come with the next level. When you stop fighting change and lean into it, you'll find a strength inside yourself you never knew was there. You'll discover new talents, new dreams, new ways of seeing the world that were hidden behind the walls you built to keep yourself safe. Those walls don't protect you, they only keep you small. So when life whispers that it's time to move, listen. When doors close, don't stand there pounding your fists and begging for them to open again. Trust that there is another door ahead, one that only opens when you decide to walk away from what no longer serves you. The people you choose to surround yourself with have the power to lift you up or pull you back into chapters you've already outgrown. When you make the decision to close the old book and step boldly into a new season of your life, you need to be mindful of who's sitting at your table. Some people are so used to the old version of you that they can't handle your growth, your healing, your elevation to a higher place. They'll remind you of who you used to be, what you used to do, the mistakes you made when you didn't know better, because your progress shines a light on their own unwillingness to change. That's why you've got to be deliberate about your circle. Seek out people who don't just tolerate your new beginning, but celebrate it. Find those who speak life into your vision, who push you to dream bigger, who hold you accountable when you slip back into old patterns that don't serve you anymore. You need people in your corner who see the greatness in you even when you can't see it yourself. People who clap for you when you win and stand with you when you fall and remind you of your purpose when doubt tries to drown out your faith. Not everyone who started with you can go with you. Some people are only meant for a season, and it's okay to love them from a distance when their energy no longer matches the level you're stepping into. Protect your space, protect your peace, protect your dream. When you find yourself surrounded by people who believe in the power of your new chapter, you'll find courage you didn't know you had. You'll find strength in the moments when you feel weak, and you'll find hope that keeps you moving forward no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. A vision for your life is the compass that keeps you moving forward when the road gets rough and storms try to shake you off course. Without a clear vision, you drift through your days reacting to whatever life throws at you, living by default instead of by design. If you truly want to close the old chapter and step into a new one, you've got to get serious about the life you want to create now. Sit with yourself in the quiet moments and ask, what do I really want? Who do I want to become? What does my best life look like? Paint that picture in your mind so vividly that you can see it. When you close your eyes, feel it in your bones. Speak it out loud until it becomes real to you. A clear vision will guide your decisions, shape your habits, and remind you why you're letting go of what no longer serves you. It will keep you grounded when distractions show up, when old patterns try to pull you back, when doubt whispers that you're not capable of starting over. A vision gives you something to reach for, something bigger than your excuses, something powerful enough to fuel your steps when motivation fades. Don't let anyone else define it for you. This is your life, your dream, your responsibility to bring it into reality. Write it down, break it into pieces that feel possible. Hold it close to your heart when fear knocks on your door. There will be people who don't understand it, who can't see what you see, who think you're crazy for believing in something that hasn't shown up yet. That's not your burden to carry. Keep your eyes on where you're going. Stay focused on the life that's calling you higher. Trust that every step you take today is building the foundation for the vision you hold inside. Your new chapter won't write itself just because you wish for it or talk about it when you're feeling inspired. It's the small daily actions that shape the story you're living. If you want to turn the page and truly live in this new season you've been dreaming about, you have to move like it's already yours. Every day you wake up, you have a choice to either stay in alignment with the old habits that kept you stuck or step into new actions that pull you closer to the life you say you want. It's not about making giant leaps all at once. It's about the simple, consistent steps that build momentum. You don't climb a mountain in one jump. You put one foot in front of the other, day after day. No matter how tired you get or how high the peak seems. Maybe it's getting up an hour earlier to work on your goal. Maybe it's reading a book that feeds your mind instead of scrolling through distractions. Maybe it's speaking life over yourself when the old voices of doubt come creeping in to tell you you can't. You have to decide every single day to act like the person who lives in the vision you created. Your actions must match your desires. Don't wait for motivation to knock on your door, because some days it won't come. Discipline has to carry you when excitement fades. The more you do the things that align with your new chapter, the more you start to believe you're worthy of the new life you're creating. You build trust with yourself by doing what you said you would do. That trust becomes confidence, and that confidence fuels the courage to keep going when it gets hard. So take the steps, however small they seem.